Oceanigod, Galealig, Jugedo, Kohig, Wade Blevins, Dawaton, Jalagigantino, Unole, Dawaton, Kohig, Tals, Kohiskine, Jalagia de lo Costi Gale. Come, Idalena, Jalagi, Idewoni. So today is our 25th Cherokee lesson here at Cherokee 3 on RSU TV. So I'm glad to be here, and hopefully you're learning a lot. And so today we're going to continue on with the nursery rhyme for our reading practice, and then we will be continuing on learning more about the man named Tojuwa Sikwanid, who of course was very, among traditional Cherokee people, he's very famous. Everyone knows who Tojuwa Sikwanid was. So anyway, so we will go ahead and we will get started. So this is our nursery rhyme. Remember, we talked about this a few times before, and so we will just continue on with it. I really like this nursery rhyme because there's some really nice vocabulary in there. So some of it I knew before, some of it I did not. And I also think that it's really interesting because in the beginning of the nursery rhyme, the first couple stanzas are in the past tense, and then if you'll notice, the rest of them are talking about things in the present or in the future tense, things that are going to happen. You know, like in the very first one, it's the past tense because the robin is already dead, so they're wanting to know who killed in the past, who killed him. You know, that kind, who saw it happen, you know, and then everything else then is like they're making preparations for the to put him away. So it's all who's going to do this, you know. So we don't have a lot of reading selections that deal with the future tense a whole lot, so that this is really nice. So let's go ahead and start reading. Go ahead and read along with me. So, ga go, chi squo go, u tle, a ya, u da ne, chi squaya, gal chati, a le, ga cleed, ak tana, G squogo, G le, ga go, u go ha, u yo hu sa, a ya, u da ne, ta gi. G gatol, oh, G tol, doc tana, G tol doc tana. G go ha uyo hu sa. Ga go gi ga uni ya ha. A ya u da ne a ja de. Usti una wed ak tana. Gi ga agini ya ha. Okay, so this one here, is it in the past tense? Is this stanza in the past tense? Or is it in the future tense? Let's look at it. Ga go, ki ga, uni ya, huh? Okay, that sound at the end tells us it's in the past tense. Who caught the blood, right? Uni ya, huh? Okay. Ga go. U sti, go sti. A ya, u da ne, doka. A sti a le yug, ak tana. A sti, go sti. Okay, and that sti at the end tells us that it's going to happen in the present tense. So who will make the shroud, right? And then he says, I will make the shroud. Okay? Ga go. Ga ni saha a skoske sti. Aya u dane u gu ku. Kodest aktana gaskoskesti ganisa. Okay, who will dig the grave, right? I, said the owl, with my little spade, I will dig the grave. Gago al jatoha ski gesesti. Esti, talking about the present or the future tense again. Who's going to do it? Aya udane koga. Koga. Okay. Ju haged go whale aktana. Jil jadoha ski gesesti. I'll be the preacher. Okay, here's a new part. Let's read through this a little bit slower, okay? Let's take our time. Ga, go. Di, go, we, li, ski. Ge, se, sti. Ya. U, da, ne, no, ksi. Okay, this is no, qui, si. But we say nok si, nok si. Tla yul sik yigi. Digo hue li ski ge se sti. Okay? So, let's work our way through this. Ga go. Who? Digo hue li ski. You might recognize this digo huel means papers or books. Can also talk about writing, okay? And then this ski at the end is somebody that does something. So this is really the writer or the clerk, okay? Somebody who writes things down, okay? Digo hueli ski. Que sesti will be. So who will be the clerk? Or the writer. Aya, me, udane, said, noksi, noksi. And that is a meadowlark, okay? And noksi can also mean a star. Noksi means star, but it also means a meadowlark, okay? Noksi. Tla yul sik yigi. Okay, ulsik means dark. Ulsik. So, tla yulsikik, if it's not dark. Okay, if it's not dark. Tla yulsikik. Digo hueliski ke sesti. I will be the writer, or I'll be the clerk. Okay, so let's read through it. Again, a little faster. This says, Ga go, digo hueliski que sesti. Aya, udane noksi. Tla yusik yik. Digo hueliski que sesti. And let's do it one more time, just a little bit faster. Gago digo hueliski gesest. Aya udane noksi. Tlayu sikik. Digo hueliski gesesti. Okay? Okay, here's the next one. Let's read through it slow. Ga go. J sti. Hiesti. Hiesti. Ya. udane jiji. Kilagu widajigis ajusti jihesti. Okay? Okay, so this one might be a little bit harder. Maybe a couple of the words you might know. Gago, who, adjust means a light, adjust the light. Ahesti, will carry. Okay, who's going to carry the light? Okay, aya, udane jiji. Okay, me said jiji. Jiji in Cherokee is our word for a house finch. Okay, a house finch. Jiji. And again, that has to do with the little sound that it makes. Jiji. Okay. Kilawu with the jigis. Okay. I'll do it in a minute. Okay. I'll do it soon. Okay. In just a little while, I'll do it. Ajusti jihesti. I'll carry the light. Okay. So let's read through it again. Gago ajusti ahesti. Aya udane jiji. Kilawu with the jigis. Ajusti jihesti. Okay, let's do it one more time, a little bit faster. Gag adjust ahesti. Aya udane jiji. Kilawu with the jigis. Ajusti jihest. Adjust jihest. Okay, and again, in spoken Cherokee, we can leave part of it out. Adjust jihest. Okay, means the same thing as if you say ajusti jihest. Okay, all right. So that's the reading selection. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to read our way through our story about, or our information about Tojuwa Sikwanid. And then we're going to hopefully talk about a little bit of a pattern, and when we get there, we'll talk about it a little bit more, okay? So, but let's get us up to that point, okay? It's always good to review, get our head back in the game. I know even for myself, it's always helpful to kind of get me back into it, to remember kind of where we are. Okay, so let's read through this. Hiolikis hia askai ayetli chikadok. Okay. Neoligan yik Redbird Smith do don't eh. Neoligan yik Redbird Smith do don't eh. Tojuwa Sikwanid do don't eh. Talakika de. Sita ojali helika hiina julsked askaya. Sagu iagayel chanel skoit sku hik skohi udene tojuwa Sikwanid. Kojik guyegoni sonela dusine ojali heligon udetiiska klaskeno do yoganto do udetiiska. Okay. Tojuwa sikwanid udetiyiska yinulstan ani giduwagi ani yawiya gatiyo anegon. Okay, and remember this is not an exact translation, because let's read through this. Tojuwa sikwanid, of course that's his name, udeti yiska, his birthday, yinulstan, when it happens, ani kituwagi, the Cherokee or the Katua people, ani yawiya, the Cherokee or the Katua Indians, gatiyo, the ceremonial grounds, anegon. Okay, they go there. So they go to the ceremonial grounds on his birthday. Gado ke tojuwa sikwanid ulsked jigi. Okay, why is it that Redbird Smith is so important? Okay, gado ke tojuwa sikwanid ulsked jigi. Okay. Tojuwa udod Pig Smith do don't Sikwanid chalagiga ti do don't Only Smith ani yoneg do no Ase go na ski jage say yusti. Okay, do you remember what this one was about? Tojuwa sikwanid Pig Smith do don't Sikwanid jalagiganti do don't Only Smith ani yoneg do no Ase go na ski jage say yusti. Remember, his last name Smith was given to him by the white people because he was a blacksmith. Gotlana okay, Gotlana a maker, right? Somebody who makes things. Okay. Tojuwa uji Lizzie Hildebrand do don't Ijul atalaki aye ale a de chige se talaki uweti di stoski dans le wish dane ha Lizzie udod. Oh, okay. All right. Tojuwa uji Lizzie Hildebrand do don't Lizzie Hildebrand Smith, of course. Ijul atalaki ale adeji gesen was both Cherokee and German, or Dutch, either way. Talaki uweti in the old Cherokee country, di stoski, a miller, somebody who grinds. Lizzie udod, her dad worked as a grinder or as a miller, right? And again, we talked about last time how, that may not necessarily be true. When we're talking about genealogy of some of these old families and these old individuals, sometimes the stories don't match up. So, as I said, according to Emmett Starr, they said that Lizzie Hildebrand came from some of the best Cherokee families. Then in another paper that was written in 1953, they talked about that her father was actually a German man by the name of Skrimshner. And yet there's another story that there was a man by the name of Hildebrand who was a miller, who was employed by the U.S. government to go to Cherokee country. He was Pennsylvania Dutch, and he was conscripted, or he was employed by the government to go to the Cherokee country and start a mill, which he did so. And his last name was Hildebrand. So, lots of different stories about where they came from. I just want you to be aware. But in this case, we went with this one, mostly because it kind of fit, there was some good vocabulary in there, okay? All right, so let's continue on. All right, so this says, let's read through. I ju lo, ju ga ye li ge, u we ti, cha la gi, nan de ne ha, do no he hu ne, okay? Do no he hu ne, okay? So, I ju la, both, I ju la, ju ga ye le ge, okay, both of his parents. In this case, ju ga ye le ge means his parents, okay? You may know the word aga ye le ge to mean like an elderly woman, okay? Ju ga ye le ge can also mean parents. Uweti, old or ancient. Jalagi, Cherokee. Nanda neha, that means like their ways, their so those three words together, uweti chalagi nanda neha, that means like the old Cherokee ways, okay? Do no hiyune. They believed in them, okay? They followed them. They believed in those, okay? So both parents believed in the old Cherokee ways, okay? I ju lo, ju ga ye le ge, u we ti, chalagi, nanda ne ha, do no hu ne, okay? Do no hu ne, okay? I ju lo, ju ga ye le ge, u we ti, chalagi, nanda ne ha, do no hu ne. Okay? Do no hu ne. Good. I ju lo, ju ga ye le ge, u we ti, chalagi, nanda ne ha, do no hu ne. Okay? Or do no hi u ne. Okay? This word uweti is kind of an interesting word because it can mean uweti. A lot of times we'll say talagi uweti when we talk about back east, the old Cherokee homeland, talagi uweti. Uweti. So uweti in those contexts can be something to be respected and revered, and the, like ancient, the old things, that kind of thing. But uweti can also be like something that's worn out, like if you're talking about somebody's shoe, right? Uweti, alasulo. That can be like a worn out shoe, so something that's used up. So it just kind of depends on the context on whether ueti, and I suppose it's that way in English too. Whenever we talk about when something's old, sometimes it's used in a positive context, and sometimes I suppose it's used in a negative context. So I think it's the same in Cherokee. So just be aware, ueti. The very common word, you hear it quite a bit. All right, so the next one says, this is a nice short one. So, di da no whiskey, ge se u dod. Okay, di da no whiskey, ge se u dod. Very easy sentence. Can you translate that? You may not know the word di da no whiskey. Okay, di da no whiskey is a medicine person, is a medicine man. Okay, we do have different words for different kinds of medicine people, but this is probably the most common one, di da no whiskey. Ge se was udod, his father. So his father was a medicine man. Okay, di da no whiskey ge se udod. Di da no whiskey ge se udod. Okay, his father was a medicine man. Okay, here's here's a longer sentence. This one's kind of difficult, so we're going to take our time and just kind of work our way through it, okay? Nu de na si to chu wa ani gayeleke di ni na whiskey uni no sele si kwanid to chu hua di da ti nehi ni da galistanisa. Okay, ni da galistanisa. Okay, kla skin hiye hesti ni galstan. Okay, all right. So here is the translation, and let's work through our way through it so that we know what all of these words are doing in the sentence. Okay, nu de na si. Okay, nu de na si tojuwa, before Tojuwa was born. Okay, you may remember the word udena. Okay, udena, he was born, right? Nu de na si. Okay, before he was born. Nu de na si tojuwa, before he was born. Ani gayeleke, the old. Dini na whiskey, the old medicine people. Uni no sele, told. Sequanid, told Pig Smith, or young pig. Toju hua, red bird. Di da tinehi, okay, di da tinehi. Di da tinehi means a leader or a captain, somebody who's in somebody who leads people. Okay, Nigalstanisa. He was going to become that. Okay, he was going to become Nigalstanisa. He would become a leader. Klaskin, however, he hasty Nigalstana, but Pig Smith was not going to be alive when it happened. Okay, so the medicine people told Sequanid, told young pig that his child, Redbird, was going to be a leader, but Pig Smith would not live to see that happen. Okay? So this construct right here, nu de na si, this is kind of an interesting one to talk about before something happens, okay? So there's, just like all of Cherokee, it seemed like there is a construct or a way to do that. And so we're going to look at that, all right? So here I've put together some sentences to kind of illustrate this before construct, okay? And we'll see if we can't find some commonalities, okay? So the first one, of course, is the one that's in our story. Nu te nasi, before he was born. Nu te nasi, before he was born, okay? Nu yo hu sun, nu yo hu sun, nu yo hu sun. That means before he died, okay? You know the word uyohusa. We talked about that. Uyohusa. Uyohusa. Nuyohu sun, before he died, okay? Uyohusa, he died. Nuyohu sun, before he died, okay? And then this next one, Nu go hun, no. Nu go hun, nu go hun, okay? Means before he saw it. So u go ha or u go he means he saw it. Nu go hun means before he saw it, okay? So u go ha or u go he, he saw it. Nu go hun, before he saw it, okay? No, I messed up right there. Nu li sta clu nun no. Okay. Nul sta clu nun. Nul sta clu nun. Nul sta clu nun. Okay. You may remember, might be from Cherokee 1, hal sta clu gon. Hal sta clu gon means you sit down, right? Or we just sta clu gon, all of you sit down. Okay, that's the word to take a seat, to sit down. Okay. Ul sta clu na. Okay, he sat down. So nul sta clu nun. Nul sta clu nun. Nul sta clu nun, before he sat down. Okay, so then this one here, nu cha hun, nu cha hun, nu cha hun. Okay, u cha hun, u cha, he's inside something. U cha hun, he got in something. Okay, or he was in something. Nu cha hun, before he got in. Okay. So we can see, so this is usually used not as a standalone. It's not used as, but it's kind of a clause or a part of a greater thought. Okay, so before, for example, before he saw it, he didn't believe you. Okay, before he saw it, he didn't believe you, you know. So that it goes on to say, you know, before what happened, you know, what happened next, okay? So if we look at the commonalities, we can see that there's this n sound in front, n sound. Okay, that might trigger some memories for you of when we talked about like negayasanyik, if it's not something, right? Which we learned that before. We learned that a few weeks before that, or a few lessons before. So that in sound usually indicates that whatever that verb is a part of a greater thought or a part of a bigger sentence. It generally negates, It talks about something that happens laterally in time and space, which is kind of a weird thing. But in this case, it means something that has previously happened. Okay? So let's look at this example down here, okay? So this says, Nagiyohu son, before I die. Nagiyohu son, before I'm dead. Disney World, Awaduli, Agwedosti, okay? Okay, so I want to go. So before I die, I want to go to Disney World. Okay, Nagiyohu son, Disney World, Awaduli Awedosti. Nagiyohu son, Disney World, Awaduli Awedosti. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense to you. I know it's kind of complicated. Let's go ahead and let's put a comma in this sentence so that we kind of can see. Okay, Nagiyohu son, Disney World, Awaduli Awadasti. Okay, before I die, I want to go to Disney World. Okay, so we can see how that in sound, and generally there's an in sound at the end. Okay, Nagiyohu son, Disney World, Awaduli, or Awadulti. Oh, I need to go to Disney World. Awedosti. Okay, I need to go to Disney World. Okay, this next one. Let's see. Akayi hika kitli nudulan. Okay. Okay. So akayi means first. Hika, eat it. Okay. Eat it first. Gitli, the dog. Nudulan, before he wants it. Okay, nudulan. Okay, so eat it first before the dog wants it. All right. So akayi hika gitli nudulan, and again we see that n and n here, nudulan. So maybe we're starting to see a little bit of a pattern there. That in sound in the front and the in sound in the back. So let's keep reading and let's keep looking at examples and see if we can come up with some kind of generalized idea about what how this is done. So this one says, Akayi nidula stanelan. Okay, akayi nidula stanelan. Gana gwalosti, gana gwalosti, uduli hesti. Okay, so akayi nidula stanelan. So before he can work, before he works, gana gwalosti, a hammer, uduli hesti, he will need, he'll need a hammer. Okay, so he'll need a hammer before he can work first. Okay, so nidula stanelan. Okay, nidula stanelan, before he goes to work, or before he works. Okay, before he starts working, before he works. All right, so So let's see, like I said, we already learned this n sound to mean not or doesn't. So let's look at two sentences that are kind of similar, okay? So we have the sentence we just did. Agai ni du lo stane lan kana kwalosti uduli hesti. Okay? So before he works, he needs a hammer. Now, this says ni du lo stane han yik jiki. Okay? Ni du lo stane han jiki. Uski yusti akona ehi. Okay? So here in this case, let's look and see what's different. Okay? Ni, that's the same. Nu, do, that's the same. Le, that's the same. We, that's the same. Sta, same. Ne, ne. H and le, there's the difference. So the word is almost entirely the same except for this next to the last sound. Okay? And in this case, ni du lo stane hun means he's not working. Okay, ni du lo stane hun, he's not working. In this case, it means ni du lo stane lun means before he works. All right, and I know it's a mind bender. It kind of messes with your head a little bit. Okay, jiki. Okay, that is so. He's not working. That is, it's like that. Okay, uski, yusti, akona, ehi. That he's existing. That's why he's existing without. That's why he's going without things. Akona. Akona can mean to be lacking something or to be going without something. It can also, sometimes people use it to mean they're hungry. Akona, he's hungry. But it literally means he's lacking. Okay, he's without something. Okay? So you see, ni du lo stane han jiki. Okay, agai ni du lo stane lun. So you see the difference there, right? It's a very slight difference, a very small difference. And the only way that that's going to start to make sense for you is hearing it more and more and more. So I will do my best to try to find examples so that we can start getting a handle on this construct or this pattern, okay? Because it is very, very difficult, and it's kind of a brain mind blower for me as well. So, but the only way we're gonna kind of make our way through it is by just hearing lots and lots of examples so that we can kind of start to make sense of it, okay? So let's go back. Let's go back, and we've got a few minutes left, so let's go back and we'll read through what we did today, and we'll see how we're doing, okay? So this one says, Ijula jugayelege uweti chalagi nandaneha duno hiyune. Okay? Okay. So, can you tell me, Gadohyat yonegiganti, Ijula jugayelege uweti chalagi nandaneha duno hiyune. Okay, duno hiyune. So both parents followed or believed in the old Cherokee ways. That's what this sentence is. Okay, so this word here, ijula, gatohyat yonegiganti ijula, both. Gatohyat chalagi, Cherokee. Gatohyat chukayelige, Gatohyat chukayelige, his parents. Okay. Gatohyat uweti. Gatohyat uwet, old. Gatohyat dunohiyune. They believed in them. They believed in them. Okay. Gatohyat nanda neha. Okay. That means the way things are done. Okay. The life ways, right? The way of life. Nanda neha. Okay. Didana whiskey gese udod. Didana whiskey gese udod. Didana whiskey gese udod. Okay. His father was a medicine man, right? Okay. Gatohyat udod. His father. Gatohyat didana whiskey. Medicine man. Gese was. He or she was. Gese, it was. Okay. Nu de nurse dojuhwa ani kayeleke dini na whiskey uni no sele sikwanid tojuhwa didati nehi. Okay. Nidagalstanesa plaskin hehesti nigalstana. Okay, so this one's a little bit longer, a little bit more complicated. Before he was born, the old medicine man told Sikwanid that Tojuhwa would become a leader or a captain. However, he wouldn't live to see it happen. Nigalstan. Okay, he wouldn't live to see it happen. All right. So that brings us to the end of our lesson today. Hopefully you found the information very helpful for you. Hopefully it's helping you figure out more and more what's going on when people are talking Cherokee. The best way to learn is to just hear spoken Cherokee, to hear it a lot, and to hear it in a way that it's comprehensible to you, in a way that that you know what's going on as people are saying it, and then those words will start to make connections for you. So from all of us here at RSU TV, I just want to say wadon. Thank you for being here, and Jadok Sosdeus, be careful.